Everybody, welcome back on the Stretch Professor. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Okay, so went in and hired Morgor off camera there. I went ahead and gave him the Horde Growth, and then Agility over Strength for the discount, Blessed by Evil for the discount, and that's kind of where we are. And then we'll probably give him the Fury of the Herd, and then eventually Freakish Mutations. But for now, we are kind of getting up there in cost, so we don't want to do too much as far as that goes. Let me see if we can... I don't think Black Crag is gonna...
You dare approach me.
There might have been a window there.
If I don't like what you say, Mork will be eating your
I guess if they want to
tonight.
step over here, then we can just kill him. But let's go ahead and start off with a siege. Let's start leveling up Malagor a little bit more. Okay, I mean, they're all injured. We should just be able to auto this. There's no way they hold up. We are going to take some casualties, but we should be alright. Yeah, we'll take the 6,000. Okay. That down, this guy's running over here. And I'm pretty sure that's their only army, right? Kieran, yes. Okay.
Chaos fails. Freeze wall chaos.
And now we were just gonna save 2, I think, to grab either this or like Agile Mutations or even the Horde stuff. We could do for Minotaurs and Chaos Spawn maybe, but or we could just do Feasting upon Man. Come from raiding. We'll see. We'll just hold on to it for now. So nobody else leveled up. We put all of the followers we could on him. So we can go ahead and just transfer these over.
Malagor,
Do we have anything? I mean... It's fine. How's Balthazar looking? Can I just go pick him off first? He could have some good stuff. He is at war with us. So I don't know that we just want to burrow under blind right there. Might as well just get those. They're basically free. Okay, yeah, waiting on that. Could get another shaman, but we're just going to kind of have him tag along with us for now. And sort of chip in with his couple of units. Okay. We have 80 call. We could get kind of close to 100 at some point. We might be overdoing it a little bit on those regiments of renown. Those are the things that are costing us quite a lot. And he really is like one of the weakest legendary lords in the game based on what I've seen. Like, a lot of his stuff, his specialty stuff, is so bad. There are a couple, like, he has a couple of nice buffs for Chaos Spawn, as you would suspect, but... Yeah, a lot of it's just, like, really weird. Okay, now looking at Khosric, who would have almost certainly been better to pick up than Morgor. I mean, Morgor's like a pretty good fighter. Like, the stuff that he has, just the baseline stuff, the regeneration, like, heavy damage. He basically gets to execute a unit and get a free Chaos Spawn in fights. Like, some of that stuff's good. It's like, some of that is good. Like, so right here, if something's below 20%, you can almost instantly kill it and get a free Chaos Spawn. So that's pretty nice. And then, you know, he's got okay stats. He's got like 5,000 or 7,000 health with regeneration. Decent fighter, low armor. And then he has a couple of things that buff up. Force for Change is really good. Abstraction of Zench is alright. And then, like, his specialty skills here are just absolutely terrible. It's like 10 missile resist when fighting against Wood Elves, leadership in the forest, melee attack and speed for harpies, like extra corruption, 10 armor and 25 fire resist. His stuff is just so terrible. Flaming attacks for him personally when you fight against the Wood Elves. Tainted Ground's probably okay. So there's some stuff in there, but he looks pretty bad. Like, his specialty stuff is pretty bad. He's not even unbreakable, like normal Chaos Spawn or unbreakable. He's not. He does have leadership, so he's a little disappointing. He's a little disappointing. But there are some unique things about him. Like, one of the big ones is that people can't replenishment in a region. So, and he does give out 10 melee defense for Chaos Spawn. So, if you want to use some Chaos Spawn, he can be alright. It's kind of like a little helper lord. He'd be pretty rough to just take him and try to have him stand alone. Okay, so I think... Okay, we definitely want this. Revered Bray Shaman.
What?
Okay, these Beastmen are... I mean, we could pop over there and kill that before they burn it. They could intercept us on the way over. Especially Morgor. Or we could just come over and try to finish off these dwarves. Now, they just grabbed a lot of this stuff down here, too.
What do you want?
I've already burned this stuff, though. But this is kind of the problem I was talking about, is you can have hostiles just come in and take all the stuff behind you when you're playing a horde faction, so... Do we go for this first, or do we just sweep this way? I guess we just probably sweep this way. Malagor.
To battle?
He's military allied with Karakiran, so I think we need to go ahead and knock them out. Like right here. Am I still at war with Scabby Eye? Well, wait, why can he go so far and everyone else couldn't? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, this might actually get kind of rowdy. Yeah, that could actually be really bad.
You what? Can I help
Can
you?
beat them. I'm a little worried about these. We can probably beat those. Jeez, yeah, I did not realize it was going to be that much of a problem. Let's see if we can get peace with them then.
I'm in charge here.
Okay, that makes me feel. I think we're gonna have to do it. I mean, they're not like super in our way, but sort of. Wait, why does it say Cosric's over there? I don't know. Anyways, okay. Okay, I gotta watch it because Malagor like runs so much faster than everybody else. Okay, so I should be able to handle any of these other things. That one was just a little spicy. You need to try to cut some costs. I mean, my armies are a little bit of overkill for what we're doing right now. I'm not sure if I need the Chaos Spawn, but having a couple would probably okay. Okay, does everyone have a herd zone keeper? There's nothing better I could be doing here. Okay, that's fine. Gosh, that's annoying.
Not likely. I hope.
Malagor, rough code.
I mean, if we're waiting anyways, we might as well just...
War, dark death.
I was already at war with all those other people, I'm pretty sure, right? Really? Bros, we gotta have a talk about the power level of dwarfs. I guess we gotta fight it. I mean, I don't have the Gorble with me this time, but I need to hire some more Gorbles. They are expensive. They're very expensive, but I think one per army. If I'm gonna split units up, because like the buff they give your entire army does not actually apply to reinforcing armies, though. It only applies to that one army. So we need to get one person on the Minotaurs. I guess we can go ahead and get that with my secondary lord. Get the Minotaur building. I think we already have it, don't we? Or did we get interrupted? I don't know, but we need to get on that and get these Gorbles rolling in. Get them upgraded. We'll just call these the main ones. And I could probably stand to get rid of and position these for a flank. I can probably go ahead and stand to get rid of a couple of these things, like maybe these guys, even though we do get a discount on them with this army.
Malagor. Akam Shai. Quibdog.
I'm glad they increased the speed on it, because these guys used to run like 32 or something, but it's like, it's Beastmen, man, they're supposed to be fast. They didn't do hardly any damage to him. It's tragic.
Cloven ones. Quibdog. Chaos. Fast. Force. Arc. Fagelgard. Fast. Now shall we
Snorri, get in there! Fight like hell, get!
Dog beast! Ghorros! Beastmen! Echo shock! Ghorros! God, I want! Circle Arbor!
Do not shame your ancestors!
Fast! Rear Shaish! Quibdog! Cardum!
Okay, that's gotta stop.
Zagub Abaf! Darfridu! Quibdog! Akam Shai! Harti Dawat! Sequel Munir! Nadu Mob! First! Zagab Abaf! Fadden Dart! Akam Shai! Parsla! Shais! Parslayas! chaos! Burn! Quill up! Burn! Shawusra! Angos! Darkos! Slados! Akash up!
We're gonna have to run them all down here, most likely. Actually, no. They're in the town. They're in the town. We don't have to run them down. Okay, so something's gonna be unbreakable in here. Sword. Let's have magic damage. I mean, I can just. These guys have magical attacks? No. I'm just stuck here working on Devolve. Other than Malagor himself does have magical attacks. This dude's unbreakable though, which is obnoxious.
Our clans will shun us.
War! Chaos good! Force! Chaos! Bah! Bah! Harshais! Choices! Hrothgar! Gurdalos! Bah! Malagor, dar arnio. Akash ad. Darsla.
Might as well pick them off. Yeah, the Centigore seems okay, but he is a little on the expensive side. We could get magical reserves. I mean, Savage Domination doesn't seem that appealing. We could do the Devotion thing. Do this thing, 30% from rating. Horde growth seems good. We're gonna have to wait one more turn if we do that, though. Like, these two are pretty good. I mean, 15% for your whole army, movement, recruitment. Escort seems legit. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use a lot of Chaos Spawn in this army. I mean, it's possible. Maybe, like, a giant or two. The main reason to do that, to go through the red tree, is to get to this savagery. I haven't seen the Chaos Spawn work yet, so I'm not sure, like, how effective they're going to be. I want to see them in a couple of fights. That's only him personally gets the bonus, not his whole army. I guess the 10 vigor for casting. 20% charge bonus. I don't think Trader Kin is worth. It lowers their movement speed. It just costs too much and doesn't do enough damage. The Brace Scream, 15 extended range, increased damage. It just feels like that's 2 wasted skills to get over here. And I'm not going to cast these. I mean, I don't think that's worth. Over here, what could we get? We can get Horde Growth. We have a ton of Horde Recruitment. We don't need that over here. I guess it's really just getting to this for our Vestigores. It's probably the most important thing. Either that or money. But half the time we don't even take the money from the raise. A lot of times he's not even the person who's doing the raising. Or the Horde Growth, like this stuff, would be good. So we could get this 6, that'd be 30. Or we can start working this. Am I more likely to run Minotaurs, or am I more likely to run Chaos Spawn? I'm not sure. So I guess we'll just hold on to our point and then get 2 points in growth probably next turn. Because I don't want to... Well, I guess the campaign reduction's fine, because he already seems to move like way faster than everybody else. So we can just go ahead and grab that. We can find something to do with growth, for sure. It never really goes out of style. Okay, so we're going to raid with him. Okay, we got this. We can go ahead and grab this. These have, like, a much bigger cap. I don't even think the spawn are capped, are they? I don't think the Chaos Spawn are capped. And they're, like, half the, like, almost literally half the price. Similar survivability. These obviously have more armor and melee defense at 42. But these have the regen. I don't know. I want to see how those perform. Okay, so I guess we can just go ahead and grab this. And this. And probably not that. That is super expensive. But we grab the call. That's always kind of cheap. That does help the growth for everybody. We don't need to get to tier 5. I mean, that would allow us to get to these eventually. So we can get those Bolgors. Oh, hold on. Let me see. So, crap, I meant to look to see. So when we hire Khosric, we want to see if these are, well, I don't think these are costing me more. I think the 357, I think it's just Ghorros, not Vestigores, are getting the 30% increase off of the agility over strength, off of this thing. Okay, so we were waiting a couple of turns on him. Oh yeah, the buildings. Okay, well definitely this, like 100% we want that. Upkeep reduction, I mean that's literally going to make them free at that point. Extra capacity, and then this, for sure, because we need to be able to get these Gorbles, like, upgraded. Because they need a few levels before they really start coming online, so we need to get them in there. Level them up. His army is like dirt cheap right now. I need to get this pile of flesh on Malagore's army for sure at this point. I think that needs to be a top priority because his army is getting expensive. Right, I mean, extra 10%, that's like 500 per turn. That's not even, there's already a lot of deep discounts in that, so it would probably be closer to 600 or 700 a turn. Yeah, we have enough growth. Next turn we'll have enough growth, so soon we need to go ahead and get that, and then we can actually crank that up a little bit more and go to 20% off, because we don't need that much more growth. It's like, well, I mean, what do we need? We're going to be able to get the Bolgors from somewhere else if we want that. We will need this eventually. We can use the Bolgors as anti-large in the meantime if we need to. I mean, we can get this stuff eventually. We're not, obviously not hurting for call right now. Yeah, I think getting that 20% reduction. would be a big deal for the cost right now.
That works so.
But yeah, this dude's army is basically free, so we can hold off on that for now. So then the question is, do we just go ahead and grab this? Because whatever. Might as well use 5. We want any giants. I don't think giants are worth, probably. If we get some upgrades on them, the 8 extra melee attack, I guess it's possible. I'm not really sure. And we get like 2.5 per turn. I know we don't need 5 yet, so we might as well just get this. That'll help our own growth, and that'll help out the other dude's growth by an additional 1, I guess, which is not like an insane deal, but... And it's super cheap, so that's fine. We're not in a huge rush to get to high tier. That will give us 2 more call. Okay, so I think that's... we don't need to hire any units. We're waiting on the upgrade. Okay, he's fine. We're raiding. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're waiting on that. Okay. Oh, I forgot we have so much dark energy. We could have spent that on something last turn, but whatever. We can just do it this turn. Okay, so what do we want to... We don't need the big guy's really expensive, actually. The Dragon Ogre is like 800 or 900 gold, so... we're not having that many problems with large. Like, once we get into Bretonnian territory, that's where we're going to break out the Bulgors. That's where we're going to break out the Dragon Ogre. Skaven might have them all killed, though, by the time I get over there. I don't know. I'm not sure what would be better, the Dragon Ogre or the Bulgors. The Dragon Ogre is going to be better against single entity, but the Bulgors, I imagine, are going to be better against... we always have this, the kill captives, I'm pretty sure, because every time you burn a town, that's what you get. This would give us 5 devotion per turn, and would replenish a little bit. I mean, we're going to be at full replenishment, or we can take 500 gold. I mean, money does matter. 25 dark devotion or 5. I think we gotta go to 500 gold. We basically get 150 dark devotion for burning something. And getting 25 is the equivalent of 6 of those. So I guess that's like similar to taking dark devotion over a 3,000 gold town. In some respects. We'll chill, dude. You got rowdy. You tried to turn on my rats. I'm siding with the rats. Look, bro, I know we're the same species or whatever, but those rats are important. Okay, so I guess they tried to walk through here and got...
Not some smith.
They're probably trying to go for this guy who is raiding. So I guess when you're sitting there and hidden in camp, you are in ambush stance, and you will attack if they come close. Okay, so here... Agile mutations... Horde building... I mean, that's pretty legit, because some of these buildings do get very expensive. I mean, that'll probably save me 3,000 or 4,000 gold. Slug skins at 25. Could get extra raiding if we want to raid with him. I'm just not sitting around raiding that much right now. Lightning Strike with most factions is a grand slam, but with the Beastmen, so far, you know, it's not really how we're rolling. That will allow us to hire Minotaurs faster if we want those to distribute those to people. Yeah, they're only 2 turns. That's actually pretty nice. I thought they're going to be 3. I think they lowered them with SFO maybe. Okay, so that could be nice. To get a couple of those in some armies. Yeah, these are literally 3 upkeep. There might be some cap where it has to be something. So it's like 3 is the minimum or whatever. Or do we want to just go with the speed? 15% speed would get most people like 5 extra movement speed or so. We're already pretty fast. I think we'll go with the recruitment. And then whoever we want to give the Minotaurs to, we might just want to do hoofed heavyweights with everyone just in case. Because it's unlikely I'm going to use Giants. I mean, it's possible, but Minotaurs are just going to be better like 9 times out of 10. And then the Chaos Spawn, we'll see. If the Chaos Spawn outperform Minotaurs, maybe. I mean, those take... I think you can hire those in 1 turn. Anyways, okay. It's tier 4. It's gonna make us siege this, most likely. What? Now it's only giving me 5? Why? It's so troll. Okay. Do we have to... Well... I mean, we might as well just swarm them. We're gonna come on to this side of them so that we can start moving down here in subsequent turns. It's a little greedy, the positioning, I guess, if we do that. But actually, we can be anywhere. Yeah, we can be right here. It's fine. Because we're already sieging him. Now, they should let Malagor in. I don't know if they're going to do that or not, because some of our units are going to get cut off, because we have more than 40, and I think you can only have 40 on there at a time. Does he count as large? He counts as small, actually, so he can climb up on top. Oh, what is that? Protects him from damage? Aura of Transmutation. I don't know precisely what that means. Oh, it probably just means that he's only wounded for 1 turn. Which is cool, but it still destroys all of your towns. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and siege him, because we can't really wait on siege towers, and frankly, they don't matter that much. As long as we get Malagor with the magic in there, that'll be fine. Now, we could just auto-resolve it. It's going to kill a hell of a lot of units, though, potentially, if I do that. We'll just fight it. Usually the replenishment wouldn't matter, but... just run everyone up the walls and just swarm them. I mean, we are gonna... It does lower your vigor, obviously, to do that, but... Why are they all stacked in the corner like that? I don't understand. Okay.
Chaos Scarf.
And he has regeneration also, because we went Nurgle, so... Should be fine. You have to guard your Gorbel. Like, the aura is so much more the aura is so much more important than getting into combat. He is immortal now, so that is important to recognize, but okay, nice. Okay, so it does allow you to immediately bring in like both lords, legendary lords, which is nice. Because I've had it before where they like trolled me and did not bring in a lot of my superstar units. Actually, Let's just do this. And then let all of these get up on top. Over here. Oh, I forgot those are door breakers, aren't they? Are they siege breakers? Yeah, okay, wow, I didn't realize that. Okay, well, you can use them.
I can't say. Fire fast. Chaos. Mortar. Quick shot.
Let's just come over here and...
Tartaros. Ango. Pass. Quarak-a. Car chaos. Bah.
Just letting him regain his vigor here for a second. Oh, they are spreading out a little bit more. That's actually kind of annoying.
Angors! Quick shot! Bah! Quick shot! Kashish!
That gate damage, though. So they could open the gates and troll. I need to actually be kind of careful with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk the horrible getting involved with that nonsense. Oh, can he not climb? I thought it said he was single. It says he's small. Oh, there we go. Yeah, climb on up.
Angors!
I guess we can just leave these here, and then when we get the doors open, we can walk in.
Quillak! Make no mistake! Malagor!
Wait,
Darfridu!
am I climbing up with him? Oh my god, no, where's Morgor? Oh, is he? Wait, is he already up there? Oh, he is up there, okay. Okay, we need to probably try to get him out of here. Just let him regen up a little bit. He's taking a bit too much heat. Is that a ward or something? He's taking so much damage. Nah, they're just long swords of great weapons. So they did pop the door open a little bit, but they do not want to engage. Can I fight him? No, I can't. It won't let me fight him. So troll.
Malagor. Sliquelbione. Nasa Wusha. Twinkle. Theos says. Wafka.
How much am I regenerating per second? Winded. I'm letting them get their vigor back over there.
Dark old cities.
It's like 15 a second. So the rotten regeneration seems to be stronger than normal regeneration, I think.
Beastmen. Chaos Door. Loxai Ak. Kardum. Raru. Uncles. Gara. Ba. Chaos. Fast. Ba. Slados. Fast. Godly words. Quo. Taxi. Waraka. Dark Earth. Gauze. Ba. Dark beasts.
This isn't a good fight to measure them, though. I mean, the thing is, like, they're not going to be that insane on sieges anyways, but neither are Minotaurs. You know, the Chaos Spawn. Like, you kind of just have to overpower the gate. I should have stepped down. What I should do is hold the Chaos Spawn back, and then just, like, fill up their whole walls like that, and then wherever they choose not to man, if they don't man this over here, I can just take over this gate, and then let them in that way. So I can, like, stack everything on the right side, and then shift a bunch of it over, or the left side, and shift a bunch of it over to the right, and do a little switcheroo. Then just climb up all the walls, and if they want to stretch themselves thin and send people over to defend it, great. If not, whatever. I haven't looked to see when Total War's releasing their new, I think it's like a Rome-based game or something. Let's run past the hole. Let's get back here. Really? Come here. Get him. Oh, is that just one dude? No, it's actually Wait, where are all the rest of them? There's like one Longbeard here. They're just like, I don't know. It's weird.
Uncles! Grimdark!
I meant to say, are they running yet? Like, who's unbreakable?
Armio Shaish! Bar!
Just get those kills down. I don't think it's gonna matter, but and I don't know what their what the timeline on Warhammer 3 is. If I had to guess, I'd say probably spring of 2021. I hope that it's earlier than that, but they're taking their time on it. It's like, I mean, I guess they're kind of milking it, but I don't know. I'd make it a top priority. That's like their highest, that's their big money game. Oh wow, 15,000. Yes. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait a little bit more and then get 2 points here. I didn't see how those Chaos Spawn performed. I think Hoofed Heavyweight is probably better, but we can just wait. You don't have to spend your points immediately. If it's, you know, there's not like a super compelling reason to do so if you're already gonna clean up the next few fights. I think we're just going for Retinue, which yeah, sure, leadership's always good.
Malagor, Dar Armo!
How did we not finish those? Oh, we were discovered. They ambushed us last time, so we've got to take a turn off to get those. Then maybe grab another Gorble. Although it is starting to get kind of expensive. Yeah, I don't really think they're worth $391. That's like about the same price as these. It's even more than those. Or no, it's not more, but it's like, it's ballpark. Same price. It just doesn't do anything on sieges. I mean, even the Chaos Spawn are probably a little bit cheaper than that. They're about the same price. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. I don't want to pull them in if it's an emergency. Cut a few costs. And those are 243. I think these are not worth either for their price. I mean, they're all right, you know, but I probably should have gotten rid of those a long time ago. I just got those because of that emergency fight, but we're paying 30% extra for those, so
Father, Malagor.
we can trim a little bit. I do want to keep these, especially because they are starting to get to rank 7, which is nice for the upgrades. Oh, he's got regeneration. That's really sweet. And he has discourage, which lowers leadership. We already have discourage on some other units, but what does that do? What is that? Warp gaze. Okay, the enemy can't move, but it's really close range. So it's kind of like a little mini net of Amitok. His missile damage is much higher than normal, though, and applies sundered armor. So those are pretty good. Butchers of Kalkengard. And they're cheaper than normal, too. We could put them in there, but I think I'm going to save those for, like, an emergency. Okay. We can get some bestial sacrifice here. Okay, so what do we want? We got all the call. Ambush. Campaign movement range. Would be very nice, obviously. Under siege. Global recruitment. Probably not going to matter that much. Research rate. There aren't that many more techs, honestly, that we really care that much about. There are a couple, but +1 bestial rage probably doesn't matter. Recruitment cost. We already have 100% because we have so much calls. That doesn't matter. Unit capacity +1. May at some point matter, but right now I think it's probably just campaign movement range. Or, you know, like I said, we can start getting some of those specialty Ghorros. These things, but I don't think we need those. The Dragon Ogre is probably the most unique and interesting of them, but so we can keep some of these up just in case we get into like a really really bad situation. We can spawn some of these. Okay, so you get a huge buff whenever you activate it. Oh, it's only for a lord, so it's not your entire army. So basically they can't die for 3 minutes. But if they're less than 50%, oh, it causes damage to the self as well. Huh. Physical resist is okay. Brown Beast of Wind causes damage to self. Beast of the Wild. Summon Spirit of Goric. I'm not sure what that is. Lasts for 60 seconds. Improved power recharge. Leadership, physical resist, and then Purple Wind of Death. Ally affects enemies in range, gives them a large debuff, huge range. Okay, so that would be probably what we would want to do. -10 leadership, melee attack, and melee defense. Okay, so keeping up a little bit just in case of one of these crazy things goes down. And then herd followers. We could get a cloven herdsman. We could start hiring some of those. Because technically we can find those out in the wild, but we don't see them that often. Same thing with doe. And then the ascensions only last 5 turns. Oh, those are just straight money. So we can use those as well. If we get in trouble, we can get the, like the Crow Father or, Totem of Rust. Totem of the Dark Gods. That may not be bad, actually, for leveling people up. The Vigor Loss reduction. That could be okay. Saving 2. But really, when your spells cost that much, when they're like 20, saving 2 doesn't matter. If it was back in the day and your spells cost like 5 or 6, yeah, saving 2 is crazy if you're just spamming spells, but it's not that insane. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab campaign movement range. And then we'll figure it out next time what else we want to do. We'll hold on to a little bit, like I said, just in case something gets wild and we need to let one of those go. Okay, and then everything else I think is all good. Check the followers. Alright, and so I think we'll just start heading north here. Try to start burning out the humans if we can. We got to make sure we get enough stuff to burn. I think we'll have enough. Like I said, if we don't quite have enough, we can just go for Norska. But we'll start mowing our way through humans here in just a little bit. Sure. Good kidding. See what happens during the intern here. Yeah, I guess especially you could hit like, I don't think there's any cap on how many of those you can use. So we could use like one dark thing, and then if we just have a bunch of money and we just get in trouble, we could cast like 2 of the money ones. And let's get like quite a few buffs if we needed to. Now, a lot of them weren't like super insane. The one that gives the negative melee attack, melee defense, and leadership for 60 seconds. Now, it's not every enemy on the map, but it's within 50 meters. So once everyone just all piles up, you can do that, and it'll probably crush them. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.